Hey guys, it's Thea, and today's video is kind of a serious video a little bit. It's about a tag I have from Paranormal Researcher is the YouTube name, and they sent me a list of questions about paranormal experiences that I've had personally. I'm shaking a little bit because I just am thinking about the stuff that I've gone through, and talking about it is very hard for me to talk about. So I actually privated my other paranormal videos about my experiences just because I have had a lot of paranormal experiences and they weren't all good. So I just lit some sage in my little cauldron here, and gonna whiff myself with it because just thinking about the stuff gives me the creeps. But my laptop right here, and I am going to answer the questions. Number 1, do you have any experiences, or I think they meant to say have you had any experiences with dark spirits? Yes, I have. Multiple times. 2, have you ever noticed any unexplained scratches or claw marks or been attacked by a ghost? Yes, I have. I've gotten bruises and scratches, and was like touched by a ghost, I guess you'd say. Like, it climbed on top of me. It was really cold, and you could feel, it's giving me the chills. I just got the chills. You could feel it on top of you. It's not a good feeling. 3, if so, where do you find the marks? I had scratch marks on my back, on my arms, and bruises were like on my arms and legs. Have you ever had any bad dreams or visions that you were the subject of a ritual or being surrounded by dark figures? If so, what was the dream or dreams about? Okay, this is really hard for me to talk about because I was either possessed or being oppressed by a demon or multiple demons. I'm not really sure. And I need more of that sage. Basically, I did have a dream while I was going through a lot of the stuff, and I dreamt that I was in this, it almost looked like being in a mini coliseum, and across the way I saw like the head demon. Kind of reminds me of like the real looking figure of the bad guy in the Dark Cauldron movie, that kids movie. It looked like that, like a skull figure with big horns and like a black attire, and he was straight across from me, and he was at the top of the steps on the opposite side, and I was at the top of the steps, and then it went like downward into this pit, and there were people all over in the pit, and there were demons all up along the sides and next to me, and the lights went out, and the lights went back on, and then all of the humans had been like eaten, and like there was just blood everywhere. And he said, okay, all these sinners are dead. And then he looked straight at me, like, and smirked and smiled. It was like the creepiest thing ever, and he didn't have like a human face. I don't know how to describe his face, but it was a dream, and it was not a good dream, obviously. I also had a different dream where my mom was possessed, and she had a demon inside her, and she was like yelling in my face, screaming for help, for me to help her get out of that situation. So yeah, I've had lots of different paranormal dreams. Those are just a few. 5, other than feeling sick or nauseous, have you experienced any feelings in the tummy during any of these encounters? If so, what part of the belly, and what did it feel like? Honestly, I haven't really had nausea or sickness during these encounters, any of my encounters, really. I was just like, it was more of like my heart was racing. because I couldn't believe that I was seeing these things and experiencing these things. 6. Did you notice any particular health problems at any time during these encounters? If so, what were they? I didn't have health problems from the encounters, but during that time I did have health problems. I went through a phase where I had really bad depression and I tried to commit suicide, and it was because I was in a lot of bodily pain and emotional pain, and physical pain. I thought I had maybe fibromyalgia or something. I ended up trying to kill myself, and then after that I was really sick and ill. Never really healed completely from it, so never try to kill yourself. Long story. It's in another video if you want to check it out. Okay, alien abduction tag. 1. Have you ever had any dreams or visions of being abducted by aliens? If so, what were they? No, I have not. I've never experienced anything about aliens or anything. I think that all that stuff could be true, but if aliens do exist, they choose to let us think that they don't for whatever reason. Maybe they see us and they're embarrassed by us or something. I don't know. Or maybe we're the aliens. Ever think of that? 2. What did the aliens look like in your dreams? Like I said, none of that. Have you ever been subject of any alien medical tests or experience? Nope. Have you ever noticed strange marks or implants? Nope. What do you think the purpose of the abduction was for? Nope. None of that. Like I said, never been a part of anything bizarre like that. I've only had encounters with spirits and demons or entities, and yeah. I was into witchcraft for a little while, and I still understand witchcraft. I just don't do it very often because I know the dangers that come with it, and also I've made the mistake with friends and myself asking certain spirits to come into my life and regretting that. So I don't mess with the other side at all. If it messes with me, I pray, I light sage, and try to fix all of the stuff that I have done to get those things into my life. For example, I made a Dybbuk box to trap the spirit in that was haunting me for quite a while. I don't even know how long. It was quite a while. Basically, the last experience for sure that I had was I woke up and I saw a human figure just standing there next to my bed at a good distance, about 2 feet, but close enough that I thought there was an intruder in my house, and I grabbed the knife under my bed because I was living alone at the time by myself, and I turned the light on. No one was there. I walked around my apartment terrified with this knife, I'm going to save myself this way. Anyway, there was no one there, and during that time I had in possession a form of witchcraft, basically, in my house that someone else had brought in, and I feel like maybe that was a portal that brought it in. I'm not really sure. I'm feeling something touch the back of my head. Okay, that's not okay. No. In the name of Jesus Christ, go away. I don't like this. Okay, I would say I'm really perceptive of paranormal things because I don't want to say I'm a psychic because I can't just tell you anything off the bat and be yeah, I know this. I do read energy, and I do experience things quite often. I don't like to talk about it too much because, one, it's embarrassing and people think you're freaking nuts. It's hard to open up about, really. Basically, I do have some spirits attached to me because of my past, because time doesn't matter to spirits. They don't live in a world of time. They're just there, basically. You can make them go away to an extent, but it depends. Never play with Ouija boards, never call spirits, never do witchcraft and not know what you're doing like I did in the beginning. Never ask spirits to enter your circle if you're doing a ritual. And I also learned that I do tarot cards a lot, and I've slowed down on that because I actually found out that that is the second highest form of possession, and I never knew that. Basically, Ouija boards and tarot cards are the biggest forms of possession. So stay away from those. I know that movies make it seem funny or like it's a joke, but it's not a joke. I've gone through hell and back, and I still experience things to this day, and I try to ignore them. If I hear any weird noises or a creak or anything like that, I ignore it because I have seen things, I've experienced horrible things, and I've just kind of come to grips with knowing that there are spirits around and just ignoring them completely. If they do come into my bubble, I say, in the name of Jesus Christ, go away, because in the Bible it says that if you are encountering a spirit, that's what you say, because Jesus will protect you. So I am a Christian at heart. I was raised Christian. My birth mom's Buddhist and my birth father is pagan, so I've been all religions and learned a lot about each one, and I study religions a lot. And honestly, I feel like that's my biggest form of protection, is just having Jesus with me to protect me from all that bad stuff, or anything that could hurt me.